say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Judicials ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Rutgers offense will have the football first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other teams?
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll give it to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The kick is on its way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Up to 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll power it inside with the fullback. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Judicials line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground. That is a baller.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll step zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Judicials decide to punt it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him this time. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Buys a little time with his feet. To the 15. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Scarlet Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The corners are walked up tight. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the Judicials will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Wants to fire on second down. The screen, he can go. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Caught behind the line. It's York. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grab behind the line. It's Duff. Crosses the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Now rolling to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers!
What a day, his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's low. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Courtney. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. Handoff to the fullback. Oh, he's got some space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback's got the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way.